Welcome back. Oh, how I wish I didn't have to think about this at all. Trust me, I hate accounting and everything that comes with it. For this reason, I've been outsourcing all my accounting jobs for more than 10 years now, as I simply could not cope with it. And I shouldn't have to, really. I'm not an accountant, and it's something that should be done by professionals. But, as many of you are just starting out, I have to give you some basic information and advice on how to best set this up from day one. But you have to understand that accounting for e-commerce, and especially Amazon, isn't easy, and you'll need some sort of help, either by using software or just going with the outsourcing option from day one. If you're good with numbers and like working with various software programs, you can do this on your own, especially with the solution I will reveal here. But if you have no clue about how accounting works and how basic tax calculations are done, you should probably just find an accountant who can do this for you. I'll give you tips on where to look for such services. So, if you do this on your own, you'll find that there are many software solutions out there for bookkeeping, yearly returns, VAT receipts, etc. I'll save you time and tell you which one is, in my opinion, the most user-friendly, best value, and made to work with Amazon. It's Xero. Go to Xero.com, and there you can learn more about the software, how it works, and so on. Basically, it's a cloud-based accounting software for which you pay a monthly subscription fee that will allow you to do your tax return, VAT return, payroll, and many other tasks based on sales data you input. But that's actually the biggest problem. The way Amazon works, it's not that easy to understand what gets charged for what all the fees are that Amazon charges, how VAT works into them, etc., etc. For people who are new to all this, it's almost impossible to manually decode all that information and input it to Xero. Luckily, there's another piece of software that has been created for this task. A2X, from a2xaccounting.com. This software was created specifically for Amazon sellers, to connect Amazon sales with accounting systems like Xero. So what it does is take Amazon's settlement data, this is the document with all the numbers you get every 2 weeks, and properly maps it into Xero and creates all the accounting records you need, including everything VAT related. There's still a learning curve involved to set this all up, but after hours upon hours of research, I have found that this is the simplest and cheapest way to do this, if you want to do it on your own. It will still cost you around £50 per month to use this setup, but it is cheaper than outsourcing everything completely. As I said, I recommend doing this only if you're good with software and numbers, and are a quick learner in general. For everyone else, I would advise that you simply find an accountant who can help you with this task. Ideally, if you can, find someone local, as then you can see them in person, get a consultation when needed, etc. But, in most cases, local accountants are not very good with e-commerce stuff, and they can also be expensive. So, an alternative is to simply look for e-commerce accounting services that are available online. A good place to start is actually Xero's website. They have a very large directory of accountants who work with Xero, and generally more e-commerce savvy than your normal high street bookkeeping shop, who mostly deal with brick-and-mortar clients. Another great place to look for accountants is via the UK Business Forums directory. They have dozens of accountants listed, and most of them will be educated to deal with an online business. You'll find that prices for these services vary greatly, but you can find good service providers that will start at around £100 per month for a typical Amazon FBA business. So, it's not that expensive, and if you can afford it budget-wise, I would recommend you go for that option whenever possible. But, can you do this all on your own and not pay anything? Yes, you can, especially if you're a non-VAT registered sole trader. As a sole trader, you can basically keep very simple books that will consist of your sales and expenses in a simplified form, even an Excel sheet, and then maybe get some help with your yearly tax return. And this is actually the main reason why I recommended starting out as a sole trader, to keep your accounting process super simple. You'll still have to learn some basics of accounting, of course, which can be done via HMRC's website, but at least you can do it on your own. If you have a limited company, you can't use such a simple form of accounting anymore, never mind if you're a VAT-registered business. You'll have no choice but to either learn how to use software or outsource the process to a professional service, just like I have been doing for many years now, as I don't really think that it's worth your time doing it on your own, if you have a VAT-registered limited company. Okay, that's it for this video. I know that this isn't the most exciting news, but I had to tell you the truth and give straight facts, without any sugarcoating, as at some point you're going to have to deal with all this. As I said, most of you will be operating as a sole trader initially, and won't be registered for VAT, which will keep things nice and simple. And when you do need to upgrade to a VAT-registered limited company, you should be generating more than enough profit to cover that £100 accounting bill.